Wealth, wealth. If you see somebody very wealthy, specialists will tell you it is God. We are not ruling out the fact that God is not involved in the making of a man. But there is always an ingredient some people would not want to tell you, or would want to overlook, or would want to play down on. And that is the fact that it takes man to bless man. It takes God through the hand of a man to bless another man. But that is not even our talk for today. In this video, I would be giving you four things I've observed or four ways in which you can create wealth. If you're not doing those four things, wealth will not even come close to you. Even though you're praying, you're fasting, you're sowing seed, you're paying your tithes, you won't smell anything wealth. And you will be like, okay, well, I saw seed in church, I did this and that, I am always committed in my church, I'm paying my tithes, I'm storing it there. Please, we understand the spiritual aspect of it, but what about the works of your hands? Are you remembering that? What about the works of your hands? It is very important. Hello and welcome to Life with NK. Today I want to talk about a topic that has been very controversial, and that is wealth. I would go walking you through four products that makes up wealth, or four ingredients. Let me use the word ingredients that makes up any wealthy person you see. Any wealthy person you see, if you say it's all about it's a spiritual thing, you've seen Muslims, you've seen atheists, you've seen people that don't even believe in God and they're wealthy because they're applying these principles or these ingredients. We're going to be discussing those four ingredients, and I won't even talk much. Once I mention them, you know that this thing is true, right? So let's get started. The first ingredient that makes for wealth is deep thinking. Wealth is a product of deep thinking. If you really want to be wealthy, if you really want to, I'm not talking about riches here. Wealth has to do with a transgenerational wealth, a wealth that lives after you, a wealth that feeds a lot of people, employ a lot of people, and it has sustained for decades, right? The first thing is deep thinking. That is the first ingredient that produces that wealth. There is that place of thinking, not just any kind of thinking, rational, deep thinking to solving a problem. You just have to look for a problem to solve. It is in solving that problem that wealth creates through, that wealth is created. Any problem that you discover the solution to it and you monetize it, you've actually hit your jackpot. So the first thing is deep thinking to solving a problem. That is one principle of wealth creation. You must be an extraordinary thinker. Let's talk about Elon Musk, for example. Elon Musk is thinking outside the box, is thinking of how to do extraordinary things. And the wealth always keep coming, and the wealth has been coming. The second thing you have to do is to be consistent. After discovering a solution to a problem that is giving you money, nobody says the money will automatically start flowing. It's going to take you a while. People will have to get used to the business and get used to the product in the market because you're going to have a lot of competitors. You're not the only one. Maybe there has been a similar thing in the market and you have to bring up something in that area. So you will have to convince people over time that this one is the best. So in doing that, you have to be consistent because there are times it will look as if hell has let loose. You won't make sales. You won't make sales, you won't have sales. And the least you can do for yourself is not to give up. You just have to keep pushing and keep pushing till you get to the end of it. Giving up is never an option. Consistently know the patterns you need to change, know one or two things you need to put in place and then continue. You don't have to give up for nobody. You don't have to give up for nobody. You have to consistently and continuously keep doing the same thing until it speaks. So consistency and action here goes together. The next one that you have to do to transfer a generational wealth is a short video. So I'm not going to take a lot of your time. Is you have to transfer that knowledge. If you want the wealth you are accumulating to get to the next generation. You don't have to be the only one that knows everything about that business. You have children, you have to spread that knowledge because other people might have something to add to it to expand it. So, expanding the knowledge to other people is another way to ensure that the principle of wealth is sustained, right? And the last one is spirituality. You wonder why am I bringing spirituality into this? Has wealth has anything to do with God, spirit, and all of that? Yes. Every civilization you see has a spiritual backing. Else, it won't stand the test of time. So after you've have your deep thinking and create a solution to a problem, you're consistent in solving that problem, you are you've transferred the wealth to a wealth of knowledge to other people, you have to be spiritual. Whatever your religion is, whatever is that deity that you're calling, put it as the bedrock of that wealth. Else, during the time that the winds will blow, the earth will shake, forces will come. On what anchor are you going to stand? So, never underplay spirituality in wealth creation. After you've done all you need to do, let your foundation be rested on God. Thank you. If you're going to start up this, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you for listening to the end of this video. Can you drop in the comment section for me any other principle you know about wealth creation? And if you're doing any of them, please can you drop us in the comment section. If there is anyone that you think I've not said or you think you need to elaborate more on, please can you talk more about it? Thank you for listening to the end of this video. I trust you've learned something. Thank you and see you again in my next video.